We all want something from someone else, and there is nothing wrong with it. The problem is that we don't know how to do it ecologically, or we don't want to know. The result is same. So we all manipulate others. Most people do it unconsciously, some intentionally. Before we continue, let's agree on definitions. Manipulation is trying to force others to do what you want in a way that they don't guess about it. This is my definition. If you have a more accurate one, please educate me. We all learn to manipulate from a very young age, when mom doesn't give you a candy but you really want it. Intuitively, we try things like screaming. If this doesn't give the result, we try some other way, then yet another one, and so on, until we find the way that works. Having grown up, we continue to achieve what we want from others in those ways that we learned from childhood. It's not that bad. Worse is that we don't see anything wrong with manipulating others. Some people do it better, others less efficiently, but almost everyone does it. Good excuses were invented specifically to justify this, like when in Rome, do as the Romans do, run with the pack, and so on. Naturally, we also apply it in our family life. Here, psychological violence comes in several forms. Number one, requirements. You owe me because. A very common scenario begins at the dawn of relationships, when one is in love with another who, on the contrary, is just passing the time waiting for someone more interesting. Such donor-vampire relationships build very quickly and can last for years, because unconsciously we attract the partner we need. A vampire is looking for a donor and vice versa. There can be a strong union of two vampires or two donors. It's unnatural. If your partner keeps demanding something from you, some favors, but you receive almost nothing in return, you can reconsider something. But reconsider not your relationships with this person. Reconsider your mindset. This is what creates all your relationships, time after time, with each new partner. Simply breaking up with this person will not change anything in your life. The next one will be the same. Number two, reward. Give me this and I will repay you with that. This scenario is a little easier than the previous one, but still implies constant tension, like what we have on the border of two Koreas. If you are in an arranged marriage, then there is no problem. You both know exactly what to expect from each other and maintain no illusions. But if you want love and harmony in relationships, you won't find them in such union. Reevaluate it, talk to your partner. Split if necessary, a zero is also a number. Number three, guilt. You are bad if you don't do it. Pure manipulation applied today by almost all parents to their children. If you regularly hear this complaint addressed to you, your partner has taken on the role of your parent. This is an unhealthy relationship that has to change. Again, talk. Only if your partner truly loves you and values your relationships, he will change. Otherwise, he might start doing it more subtly or start blaming you. Then you are definitely being used on purpose. You better seriously question your relationships with this person. Number four, passing the buck. If you don't do it, this is your fault. This type of manipulations is the opposite to the previous one. It shows that your partner still lives as a child who didn't receive enough love and who tries to get it in the usual children way, squeezing pity out of you. Only now in an adult way, generating in you the feeling of guilt. If you fall for it, your life will be full of constant excuses, desires to fix the situation, to please your partner, to compensate for your usually imaginary guilt and other neuroses. Do you need it? If not, talk to your partner. If he also wants a normal, loving relationships, something will change. Otherwise, leave. Women manipulate men much more often, simply because women are physically weaker than men, and manipulation is the only way to, negotiate on equal terms, more or less. All these types of psychological violence and their combinations make up what we call today a family life, not knowing any better. But no amount of violence can produce results, ever. Another person can do what you demand, but only for a short while, to eventually get something from you in return, or choosing the lesser evil. Of course, if your goal is to suppress another one and enjoy his humiliation, then by all means violence is the best way to get it. But I'm addressing mentally healthy people. To have normal relationships, at least without regular conflicts, look for other way to communicate with people and for other more ecological ways to compensate for the lack of love in your life. If you have questions, write to me. I will help you. Promise.